I see what man, when you see my curiosity, I tell man, trust me. Right now, I see me sitting down with someone, I don't so feel so up, you know? Yeah, man.
I think what he did was beyond the self. It was just selfless service, and it is a true example of a good servant leader. It's a tremendous loss for this institution, for the community as a whole. I am really overwhelmed because as I speak today, myself and Mr. Francis and another member of the community should be meeting to look at a project that we have coming September. So it is really a tremendous loss. We have to move on. We have to move on. It's going to take some time because, as I said, he was very close to the institution, very close. On many occasions, we would have called on Mr. Francis, and he is always here for our recently held Mats Fest. He was here. He was one of the main sponsors for our Labor Day project. He was here planting trees, our fencing project. He was here assisting with painting for Read Across Jamaica Day. And as I think now on graduation, I know Mr. Francis would be here either representing the Member of Parliament or serving as a sponsor. As I said before, it's going to take some time because the impact that he would have had on this community, it is great. And so it's not going to be an overnight thing, but we know with God we're going to move on.
It is really a sad tragedy, and the impact is great. We have teachers who are crying. I am just barely pulling myself through the day, and this is because it was just 2 weeks ago that we came together as a QEC, Quality Education Circle, to launch the mental health program at Paul Mountain, and it was just a great opportunity to work with Mr. Francis. It was 2 months of preparing, and we worked very closely. So just 2 weeks after that, just to hear about the loss, it is really depressing, especially for me.
Mr. Francis is a great loss to us. I don't see him as a politician, but as a community man. A man who has the community at heart, and the community is his life. He supports the community-based organizations, one of which I'm the president of, the Watermount CDC. He's there at every meeting, whether we are having regular monthly meeting, or whether we are having social, or whether we are having any special meetings, he's there. But he's not only at the meeting, he'll give us updates pertaining to issues within the community. We have the roads, we have the bridge, we have water, the water project working on, the bridge working on, and he'll give us updates on those issues. He will also spearhead and be involved in projects for the community-based organization. Presently, Point Hill, Kitson Town, and Watermount are doing a joint project, and he's also involved in that, the Ready project. He's also a person who lime and socialize with the young people within the community. You see him with the men walking around. You would attend their functions. You would also attend funerals. You would also attend churches and various groupings and celebrations that we have within the community. And you would also advertise for them and support them. So we miss a man who has vision for the community.
As I said before, Mr. Francis was just a phone call away. At times when I call him, I would wonder how he gets here so quickly. Even at the height of COVID, when we weren't reaching some of our students, Mr. Francis was out of his bed. He was here on the compound by 5 a.m. in the morning to ensure that the papers are ready for delivery. And he drove through every community and make sure the children got the paper. Not just that. At one point when I was saying, Mr. Francis, we have had enough today, we are tired. He said, no miss, we need to collect back the paper and mark them so that the students can have feedback. He was I think what he did was beyond the self. It was just selfless service, and it is a true example of a good servant leader.
It was just 2 weeks ago when we had Girls' Day and Boys' Day. He sent us, well, we asked for 4 boxes of ice cream and we got it. He came here on Labor Day and he planted trees at the back. He is a friend of the school, I must say. He's here for everything. It was in January. He came, he brought us bags and books for students, and he's always here. He came to ensure that our computer room is looked at and will be going up. So now I don't even know what will happen there. And it was just 2 weeks ago he said to me, Madam Principal, I'm going to work with you on your special education unit when we were at that function, because I know you need ramps, I know you need rails. And it is just disappointing to know that that conversation with a young man that has so much promise is just going to be something that is going to be a memory to us.
We hear the news like about 5 o'clock or so. When we get the news, what went to my mind, we know Omar is a man, him like, you know, associate himself with people, him like, dance him, do the same like this, so, yeah. Yesterday, then we have a council meeting yesterday, yeah? So, you know, I'm off the road, them go Kentish side, you know? So I'm up on the road, now. Come on, him drop asleep, man. I'm not a youth to drink like that, you know. Drink still enough to really drink like that, you know.
I couldn't sleep. Omar is one of the greatest man I've ever seen. I told him last week, Sunday, the time of you become the councillor for me would be as nice because he's doing the best he can possibly do. But if I could have given back on my half of my life to come back, that man is my friend, my brother, my sister, my brother, my dad. I don't know if it's like, I love Omar more than anything else in this world. Omar died, come like a me too. Come like that, I was a long time church man.
Yeah.
From me at 12, I get special things in a church. And I'm saying, I would mind because I go to church and God give me an utterance and say, but wake up, Omar. God be me with this. Omar, trust me, too good for them so early, man. Trust me. I wonder what God think about. Trust me. God shall me come back. Trust me.